Hi there everyone, welcome back to Kari's model bench. Kari does stuff. Welcome back to my model bench. So yesterday we left off with finishing painting the Mini, and with chrome. So we finished touching up the chrome. It's not looking too bad, I should say. Yep. Today we're going to gloss coat that with Zero Paint's diamond coat. This is also, not only is it a clear coat, but it's also a hardening coat. It's a clear coat system. It's from Zero Paints. There you go. So we were using that. It constitutes of 3 bottles, which you have to mix up in certain ratios, and spray it on with the airbrush, no problem, and leave it to dry. And you have to sort of give it about 3 to 4 coats, and then you can polish it, because it hardens up, and you can polish it, and it comes up real nice. Sand it, polish it, comes up real nice. So that's the main thing that we're going to do today. We're going to try and do that, see how that turns out. Wish me luck. Slightest hair in there, it's just absolutely annoying, but we'll see what happens. So got to get my tweezers out ready. Someone also mentioned that I should put up a links page, so that people can see links to common websites that I go to get modeling stuff and whatnot, because yesterday I was talking about that mirror paint for the chrome, and so I done that yesterday. And let me just type into chat here to show you what I've done. So that'll take you to a page on my blog, on my Blogspot blog, where I put a load of links to websites where I get a load of stuff from. I've tried to put in what they do, what kind of stuff that they sell. Some are more general than others. Some just deal specifically with paints, but will do the odd few bits and pieces. Others are very, very general. You can get almost anything from them, from toy soldiers to model aircraft, model airplanes to sort of RC controlled units, all sorts of stuff from them. So check those out. I've also tried to put on there. I've tried to look around on a lot of the websites to see what their delivery notes are, so that if you're outside of the UK, whether they'll deliver to outside the UK and that. So check that out. That's going to be forever growing as I find new places and buy new model kits and bits and pieces from other places. So be sure to check that out. So that's up there now. I've also got a wish list up there. So if I type wish lists in here as well, you'll get a couple of links to my wish list from Amazon, Hero Boy, and Model Hobbies. The Model Hobbies one is actually, I haven't really done much to it at the moment. It's just got a load of stuff that I wanted to buy not so long ago. So I've got to go through there and take out what I've already got. So there's that. So that's that. Yeah. We've also got the Arthur Morgan horse up here. Well, I'm not going to bring him down just yet, but he's up there and he has dried. So we're going to finish off grinding away the filler on that today, hopefully. But like I say, the main thing is the gloss coat on the Mini. So that's the introduction done, I suppose. I'll make sure you got a nice cup of coffee ready. You got to do that. And we're going to, I'd like to reiterate again, I am no expert. This is all just a hobby of mine. I just learn as I go, and as you saw previously, I make screw-ups, so you're with me for those screw-ups, and you're with me as I try to work out how to get around them. So I'm not a professional, I'm just having fun. So if this is a tutorial, take it as that, but remember, I'm learning as I go along here. Okay, so let's get onto the main workshop cam. Main bench cam. Here we go. I always keep forgetting these numbers. Here we are. Right. Okay. So here is the Mini so far. It's already been gloss coated, but I kind of want to give it a little bit of a wash with a rag. because there are some elements of it that are a bit smudgy because I've been handling it. So I'm going to get my rag out. I'm trying to figure out which one. Right, this one I do, it's fine. Because I'll blow it over with the airbrush just to clean off any dust before we get too far. Just get a bit of water on there, and we'll just try and clear off any smudges. And give it a moment to sort of dry off. This has previously been wax coated as well, so this will be the first time I'm re-glossing something that's already been finished. So there's a bit of dust and crap in there. I'm going to see how this turns out. Oh, hello everybody. Welcome. Right, so we're just going to let that dry off, and then we're going to give it a blow. Just try and blow any dust off that's got on there. Like I say, I'm pretty pleased with it so far. It's just I've made some mistakes which I haven't made on previous models, so I'm just learning. Like, oh, I didn't know about that. Let's not do that again, sort of thing. So it's not too bad. This whole roof, that was hand painted. That's not a decal. That was masked up and sprayed with an airbrush. The bonnet stripes obviously are decals, but the roof I'd done by hand. Okay, so let's just take this off so it spins freely. There we go. Now I can put it down and spin it. There we go. These stands are super handy for model making cars and all sorts. They've got these spring-loaded clips which fit into the bodywork, and then you just tape them in there to secure them. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there for the time being while we let that sort of dry off, and then I'm going to give it a dust over. And I'm going to bring you over to this other bench where we're going to take a look at the zero paint clear coat system. So if I can, number 9. There we go. Right, so here we are at the other bench. I'm hoping to get some better lights as things go along, so let's have a look here. So it's a 2-pack clear coat diamond system, and it also hardens. So you have the actual clear coat. As you can see, I've used a fair amount of that already. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 cars with it so far, so not a bad value for money. I did have to buy another hardener because the hardener I had leaked, and but luckily you can buy each of the individuals, each of these bottles separately. You don't have to buy an entirely new pack, which I thought was amazing because I still had some clear coat. And you've got thinners so to allow it to go through the airbrush. And the ratio is 20mm clear, 10mm hardener, 3mm thinners. Now that needs a fairly well aerated room, which I generally often don't have here. So what I have to do is I have to open my back door, both my doors in my flat. I have to open, shut the cats in the bedroom, and then bring a fan into here to blow all the air out, circulate the air. So we're going to be doing that momentarily. But before we do that, let's get out some pipettes, some mixing apparatus. Okay. Right. So now this will generally make about 33 milliliters of clear coat, which is not too bad. That's a nice amount. So I don't think I want 33 milliliters to be honest. That's like a whole cup. So what we'll do is we'll halve that. That's what I usually make. So we're going to put 10 milliliters in here. It's very difficult to see. Right. Oh, there goes the gloss coat. 10 milliliters of gloss. Now I don't know the conversions into imperial, so don't even ask. Europe. I'm from the UK, so we deal with milliliters, I'm afraid, over here. Right. So now we put in the hardener, and this is 10 milliliters. So we'll take that up to, and we're going to halve it, so that'll take that up to 15. There we go. So I need 1.5 milliliters of thinner. That's when the pipette comes in, because as you can see, I don't know if you can see there, but they're marked on the side here. So 1.5 is just about there. So let me just squeeze a bit out. There we go. That'll do. Already I'm starting to smell it. Already I'm starting to smell it. Let's move all this out of the way. That's a clean pipette. Dirty stuff over there. Right. And you just mix that up for a few minutes. It's still fairly thick, but hopefully it should be thin enough to run through an airbrush. Perfectly fine. Now you have to allow to dry for, it says here, a leave base coat color. That's what we've already done anyway. Then apply 2 or more single coats of lacquer, allowing 5 to 10 minutes between coats. If applying over decals, apply a few light dust coats to seal the decals before applying wet coats. This has been tested on all major model brands, but please test yourself on some scrap decals or model. So, and I have tested it on that. So we're going to do about 3 coats, leaving about 10 minutes between each coat. So, like we usually do. Right. Right, that should be perfectly mixed. Right, so if you'll forgive me, I am going to run around my flat opening doors and shutting cats away so they don't escape. So I'm going to leave you with the workshop cam. Well, I said I was going to leave you with the workshop cam. There she is. Just needed a bit of a nudge. I don't know if you can see it, but down here in this bottom corner here, down here, this is my fan. Now I've faced it so it blows air out this way, sucks air in this way, so hopefully it will suck in any of the fumes from here, blow it out here, and I'm opening that door and a door in the kitchen, so we're going to get a bit of airflow in it, but I'm still going to be wearing a mask. So if you'll forgive me for a minute, I will go and do that now. Okay. Okay, so there's a little bit of background noise from the fan here, but there's nothing much I can do about that because I do need to have that fan going. Otherwise, I'm gonna be all floaty like. Right. So let's bring it back down to paint setup. Come on. Cameras are being a bit slow today. not only do we have the Mini, which we're going to paint, we also have parts that go on the Mini as well. So here we have the wing mirrors, number plates, and other bits of chrome. So we've got a whole bunch of bits and pieces. They're so small you can't see them. Whole bunch of bits and pieces which we're also going to paint up. Let's try and spray off. Oh, airbrush needs plugging in. There we go. Let's just try and spray off some of this dust. Okay, some extra chromey bits. Good. Right, so that's all of our parts there. I'm just going to get my mask. So give me a minute here. Sorry, the camera's flickering a bit for some reason. I don't know why that's doing that. Right, so there's my mask and my gogglies, and we will need at least one rubber glove. One glove. Right, so I'm just going to take the light away and focus it into the photo, into the wait, before we do that, let's actually pour it into the airbrush so you can see me do that. Right, so I'm going to give it another stir. Just pour a little bit into the airbrush because I want to make sure that it's thin enough to spray. Oh, so it's just going to test it. So give me a second. Right. Doesn't seem to want to be going through. Right, so we might have an extra problem here. Right, so we may have another problem here. Right, there is air going through there. That's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put some cleaner down it to see if it's actually blocked. Or if it's just too thick. Alright, so we got air coming out, but we don't have any. Right, so we now have another problem on our hands. This is why cleaning out the airbrush is vital. We don't actually have any fluid going down there. Oh, now we do. What's going on there? Ah, there we go. Now we got fluid. I thought when we cleaned it out we had fluid. I tested it to see if there's anything going down there. Right, so what that means is that's too thick. That was why I didn't put all of it in. Just had a little test. Right, so what that now means is we need some more thinners. Simple pimple. So I'm going to put another 1.5 in there. Maybe a smidge more. And we're just going to stir this around. Should really have a glove on. This stuff is not good for your skin. about that flickering camera, I don't know what that's doing. Right, so we're going to mix that around a bit more. Ah, right, so it's a lot thinner this time, because it is actually trying to spit out of the... Right, so again, I'm just going to put a little bit in here. Not too much, just a smidge. I seem to be getting something. Let's just check. Yep. Just run that through to make sure that is actually the gloss coat. Still a bit thick, but we're getting there. Okay, so still a bit thick. So I'm going to run some more of this cleaner through it just to clean that out. It's trial and error when it comes to thickness. Cleaner. That's alright. So that's coming through there. So we need a bit more thinner. We're getting there. This one actually came through, so I'm going to put in 2 milliliters. Like that. It also helps with the airbrush nozzle size, and I think I've only got a 3mm on there. Should really have a 5mm. So there we go. Okay. Just a little bit. Right. There we go. That's working. Yeah. That's good. Right. Oh. Yeah. Mask time. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my microphone off because there's a headset. Put my mask, my goggles on, then put my microphone and bring you back. Okay, let's test that. Yeah, that's working. That's good, that's good. You can hear me, I'm just a little bit muffled because I've got my mask on. Okay. So I'm going to set up and show you the paint booth. There we go. There she is. Camera won't go down any further for some reason. Oh, it's jammed, that's why. Okay. Perfect. Right, so first things first. Put a bit more in there, because that's going to run out pretty quick. There we go. Maybe that's a bit too full. Right, now we just... Yeah, that's a bit too full. That is it.
stopped again. Okay, this is getting annoying. This is not what I want to happen first thing. We are having some difficulties with spraying today. So we're running through some cleaner. Seems to me like it's just too thick. It's just too thick. So I'm going to put a whole bunch more thinner in there. This stuff. I am putting thinners in there, not bloody thickeners. That would be like, oh, okay then. Right, so whole bunch more. Yeah, that's it. This is just trial and error. It's now mostly thinners at this point. What the hell? Oh, so just mix that up, I suppose. The other thing about this stuff is it's incredibly sticky. So it sticks to the airbrush internals like it's just crazy nasty stuff. It's mostly thinner now. What the hell? Come on. Play the game. Oh, here we go. Right. Let's go back to the paint booth. Let's try this again, shall we? No, it's done it again. Right, there's something wrong here. I need to check something. Right. I may only have a 3mm nozzle on there, and then that is what is the problem. So what I'm going to do is we're going to run that through there. I'm going to take my mask off so you can hear me better. And we're going to try and change the nozzle on the airbrush to a 5mm and see if that helps. Right, let's take all this garbage off. Right, check the mic on, hang on. one has taught you well. Right, I'm back. Okay, now let's put some more of this in here and turn on the paint booth camera so you can see what's going on. Right, now you should be able to see some. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Right, that's the car done. So I am going to put the car under a container, or the lid of my 3D printer. There. Right, next up we've got all these little bits to do. I might have to wind that in a little bit actually, because it is giving out too much. Now, I can't win sometimes. Right. Oh, now I've wound it in a bit too far. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh, it's dripping. It's brand. Oh, God damn it. Why is it dripping? There we go. What? Oh, still dripping. Oh my god. Stuff is just too thick. Gotta use it quick before I run out. That's gone. Yep, it's gone. Right, so if it's not too thin, it's too thick. I can't win with this stuff. Hopefully you'll see that. I'm just trying to get it done as quickly as possible before it all leaks out the airbrush. just winding in again. God damn it. Yeah, it's gone again. I'm not having a very good day today. Not going very well. We have days like this, it's alright. Yeah, it's just dribbling out the bottom of that bloody airbrush, it's just too thin. Either too thin or the damn... Yep. Or the damn nozzle is open too much. Oh, just can't win with this stuff. It's just nasty. Alright then. Nearly done here. Nearly done. I will have to mix up another batch, but that's annoying. I don't have anything left. Don't need to do those flats. Yes, I do. Oh, this camera crashed again. Just give me a second, I've just got one more to do. That's it on there. Right, so let's bring you back onto the paint bench. I can't see the camera from the paint booth very well. Right, hang on, I'm just going to turn my mic off.
Right, so we're having a bit of a day today. We're having a bit of a day. Fucking brilliant. It's alright. If it gets too bad, you can always just stop, you know? I'm going to clean it off with some cleaner. Just to stop it from getting too sticky. And then I'm going to tidy up this main bench and have a cigarette, because damn, I need one now. That's annoyed me somewhat, because I don't actually have that much of this left. And I was hoping that would be enough to do these coats on this thing, but right, just going to run some cleaner through the airbrush. I know you can't see much at the moment. Let me put it onto the workshop bench, the workshop cam, so you can actually see me moving and doing something. There we go, you can see me doing something. And just to top it all off, the cameras don't want to work as well as they usually do, so it's fun days today. Maybe I should have just stayed in bed. Everything else is working right though, isn't it? Oh dear. What a day. I've had worse days. I can't remember what car it was I was doing, and I used to spray out in the kitchen because I had the door open and everything, and I dropped the freshly sprayed gloss coated car on the floor. And no matter how much you clean your kitchen floor, there's always gunk and crap on it somewhere. And I lifted that car up, and the roof of that car was just I was like, right, that's enough for today. No more of that. I was done. I was like, yeah, I'm having a bad day. And that's the other thing, when it's a hobby, you could just turn around and go, you know what, this isn't going so well. I think I've got to come back to it tomorrow. And you could just put it down and walk off, which is what I highly recommend you do. Because there's no point in getting annoyed with your hobby, because then you don't want to do it. And that's not what hobbies are about. Right, main bend. So if you are having a particularly bad day, or things keep going wrong, just don't be afraid to just say, right, that's enough of that for today. I'm going to go and watch TV or play a video game. Because the more you push, the more angry you'll get, and the more likely you are to make even bigger mistakes. So I'm just cleaning this lot off because I'm going to put this into a 3mm container. Actually, now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to clean it out and leave it in here, because then I'll change it back to a 3mm when I'm done with the 5mm. Let's take it back to a 3. That'll be fine. So that's the 5mm for that, and that's the 5mm needle and needle case. Okay, the rest can all go back in here. Alright, so we need a timer for about 10 minutes. So what we've got, 17:08, so 17:20, let's say 17:20, that'll do. 20 past 5, sorry, and I can get back in and do that again. It's alright, it's not a problem. We're not having one of those bad days just yet. This can be recovered. I'm not annoyed. I'm just like, ugh. Why won't you go well for the stream? So, considering we've got the whole bench full of stuff, I'm just going to head back over here to just chatting. And we're going to give it like a 10-minute break. Have a cup of coffee, just chill out, calm down. Let's not push too much today. It seems as though I'm not having a very good one. So I don't want to make too many mistakes. Oh, I bet. No, that'd be fine. That's all good. So we've done quite well. We've sprayed up all of these tiny little pieces which go onto the car once it's finished. So that's good. I'm just going to check how much this I got enough to do the car. I'm good. I'm going to have to order some more diamond coat once this is all done. Because yeah. It's actually not that cold in here either. I've got all the doors open and the fan going, so it's not actually that cold. So we're doing all right. So if we say 10 minutes from now, and we'll finish it off. Like I say again, I know it's not great viewing just to sit and watch it waiting for paint drying, but I could get on with other stuff. But the way things is going today, I don't want to start pushing too much and make too many mistakes. You learn to just sort of take a chill pill, sit back, relax. This is not going to be one of my best streams, unfortunately. I was really looking forward to showing everybody's glossing up that Mini. Right, never mind. Never mind. We're going to mix up some more gloss in a second here. Tidy up that bench a bit. Day was going so well when I woke up. I was motivated and eager. I got out of bed, had my breakfast, fed the cats. Everything was going perfectly fine. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that today. And then, I'm going to do that today. I was like, no. Let's get some good stuff done. Best laid plans. And if you've got any questions, dump them in the box there. We've got plenty of time. We've been streaming for an hour and I've only done one coat. so by all means, throw some questions in the box there. Have a chat, whatever you want. And remember, kids, don't smoke. Okay, let's tidy this up after I finish this. Calm down a little bit. It's got to be nice and chill. The music's helping though. Music is definitely helping. It's all nice and chill. Come on, there we go. Ah, oh, dearie dear, I don't know how much more we're gonna do today once we've coated that. Might just give the unicorn another coat. We might do that. So I don't want to inundate myself. I did check the horse actually, and he came out actually it's really nice and hard. So I can show you him. Oh my God, like these cameras just aren't working today for some reason. There we go. Oh, so laggy. Oh Christ. So he came out alright. This is now all hardened up. It's all jaggedy and rough. I'm going to get in there with the Dremel and just clean that lot up, smooth that lot down. That'll be pucker when it's done, as they say. As we say over here. I'm pretty pleased with that. And then we can gloss coat that up. So I was hoping to do that, not gloss coat, prime coat. I was hoping to do that today. But it looks as though we have to take it one step at a time today for fear of making big errors. I mean, I'm not working for Industrial Light and Magic. I'm not on a time limit. I haven't got a deadline. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. Not because anybody's making me do it or paying me to do it. I mean, Twitch don't even pay me yet. Right, so that's that one. Alright, let's I'm just going to finish this and then we've got 5 minutes. And so we're going to have to mix up some more paint, more gloss. That's actually a fair amount of time to be able to get the mixture right this time. Combination of the smaller nozzle, the very wound in needle, and me not realizing that to start with, so I just kept adding thinner. And then when it was actually working as intended, the gloss was too thin, so it just dripped out the nozzle. So what we're going to do, let's move this lot over here, is we're now going to mix up some gloss. Who'd have thought I would have learned how to use this after doing 4 cars with it, wouldn't you? We're going to mix up some gloss, so let's get back to the paint setup. Oh my God, why won't you work at all today, cameras? We're going to get back to the paint setup, and we're actually going to try and set it up properly this time. We got time. Let's just take our time and do it properly. Not get too carried away. Not get into a rush. Just listen to the music and chill. Alright, gloves. Anyway, thank you for joining me, even though this is a bit of a screw-up session. But like I say, you're with me when I make mistakes. That's just way too sticky. I'm getting rid of that. I'm going to get a new one. Mix it up in a new one. There we go. Like this stuff just gets super sticky. Right, so where's the? There we go. All around the edge of this, all around the top of there is just sticky AF. It's like treacle, like sugar, you know. It's just ugh. Right, 5mm hardener. I say this should have lasted a lot longer than it did. Now I'm going to put in the 3mm here instead of 1.5. No, let's put in 2mm. It's more than the ratio, but less than double. And let's just give that a stir. And we'll just work with that airbrush until it fixes. Just love it and caress it and look after it. Alright. What are we doing? How are we doing for time? We've got a couple of minutes yet, so we're good. Okay. Let's bring the baby over here. First of all, let's try and dump in some cleaner. Need a bit more cleaner than that. Actually, I'm going to use white spirits because, sure, it's not as aggressive as that other cleaner, but it will help, and also I'll be able to see if it's flowing. I don't mind wasting white spirits because it's cheap. I've got a couple of bottles up here, so we're gonna just. Oh, where's my chair? There it is. Need to keep sitting down. Right, so let's turn this back on. Yeah, so that's flowing and it's not dripping. Let's just run that right through. Just give that a good flow through. Just flow that right through. There we go. Bring it so you can see. So I'm just holding it down, washing it through. Just going to let that whole lot just go straight through that airbrush. It's not as good a cleaner as the Mr. Tool, so I'm going to need to use more of it. But it's a lot cheaper and I've got a lot more of it stacked up there. Let's just check it's still flowing. Yep, still flowing. Still flowing. Yep. Alright, we're about 10 minutes. Alright, so that's good. Let's just pour that out. Like that. Now just get rid of the rest of it. Right, it's gone. Okay, so now let's pour this in here and just try and work it so that it's got a nice flow. Right, so that's maybe too much. couple of tweaks here and there. Right. Right, it's not dripping. It's flowing nice. Let's put the handle back on. Come on, put the hand. Come on, handle. Get back in there. Come on, handle. There you go. There's a good handle. Right, so that's good. Let's just do another test. Yes, we are good. So I'm going to pour some more of that on there, and we're going to get the car back out. Right, I'm going to switch it back over to the paint booth, and I'm also going to put on my mask and stuff, so bear with me un moment, por favor. Right, here on the paint booth.
Okay, I'm back here. Right, let's just get the car into the paint booth. Right, that's just quite glossy at the moment. I can see it's glossy. It's just working quite nice. Oh, the paint booth has died again, has it? Okay. That's it. Right, are we on? Yes, we're good. For some reason that camera just likes to freeze, so I'll try and keep my eye on it. Okay. So. Are you kidding me? You were literally flowing just a minute ago. What the hell? Why this shit really annoys me. There we go. I'll wind it back in a bit. Just a smidge. Right. Still working? Yeah, camera's still working. Good. I don't know if the camera's picking up a whole bunch of fumes. But you can see it coming off of there. Right, that's the car done. Let's put that. Let's just have a quick shifty to that. Thought this was quick. And it is my. There is just on the edge here. Okay, just on the edge here. A hair. Right, I'm going to put that under the thing there. Let that dry. That's looking good. Right, we've still got plenty in there this time. It's not leaking through the airbrush like it was last time. So we can now coat. Hey, good morning. Morning, bestie. Yeah, it's not looking too bad, is it? It's getting there. Right. Are we still... Oh, camera's died again. Great, that'd be great. Yeah, good. Super authentic, yeah. The big rust spot on the door, yeah, it's looking super authentic. It's all good, it's all good. Right, okay. Right, that's that one done. Oh, it's done it again. Come on. Stupid bloody camera. That's because I'm wearing a face mask right now. This stuff's not very nice stuff. I don't want to be breathing it in, you know. I've got a fan going behind me to suck it out, and I've got all the doors open. Huh. Okay. Ah, okay. Right. Just close these up too. Well, this isn't colour. This is a gloss, and it's a hardener. So not only does it gloss coat everything, but it hardens it too, so you can sand and polish it. Now, I don't really fancy that in my lungs. I mean, I know I put a lot of shit in my lungs, nicotine and all that crap. The last thing I want them to do is like go rock solid. Not just yet, thanks very much. Right, so that's that done. Right, so we need another timer for... Pull that out of there. We need another timer for about 10 minutes. What have we got? 31, so let's say 41. Right, we'll get back up here. And speaking of nicotine, right, I'm just going to take my mask off, so give me a second here.
Ah, right, that's better. Well, we're taking it slow today, Creamy, because I made a big screw up at the beginning of this video, this stream, and I'm just trying to take things slow so that I don't screw up anymore. So I'm going to wait for one thing to finish and just chill out. Yeah, I I had the wrong nozzle in the airbrush. So, and this stuff's pretty thick and sticky. So it wasn't flowing properly, so I kept putting thinners in, and in the end it got flowing, and then I realised that I had the wrong nozzle and the wrong setting on there. And then when I set it correctly, it was so thin it was just leaking out the airbrush. So I wasted, I'd done some spraying, but I just wasted an entire, like, pot of the stuff. For no reason. Yeah, so I thought, you know what? I am just going to sit here and just chill. You know, do a bit at a time, not rush my way through it like I have been. I've been, while I've been waiting on the other streams, I was waiting for something to happen, so I'd get on and do something else. I was waiting for the paint to dry, so I'd do something else. Yay. I don't think I'll do that today. I'm just going to sit here, do one thing at a time. Have a move on, have a chat with my bestie. And give it 10 minutes, and then we'll get back to it. Ugh. I've got to do 3 coats on that today. I've got some links at the top of there, some commands at the top of there, some links to pages and stuff, so it's all good, it's all good. I just don't want to ruin too many things today. I took my headphones off just a minute ago and I heard this loud noise. I thought, what the hell is that? Oh, it's the washing machine. It's Rob's washing machine. He could use 3 coats. The cats will be wanting to get out of that room in a minute anyway, so I don't want to be too long doing these coats. And it's starting to get a bit chilly, and I've got all the doors of the flat open to try and ventilate it. So, because that stuff is nasty. 8 inches of snow, wow. We very rarely get snow over here. We had a spot last year. It was like, ooh, snow. Thing is I like about snow is it kind of hides everything. You know, I've got crap down the bottom of my garden I want to get rid of, and I was just sat there the other day thinking, oh, it'd be great if it snowed. It would just hide all that, and it would look really nice. But the problem is, just like the snow hides all your problems, eventually the snow melts and your problems come back. Major pain in the ass. I hope you're not slipping and falling and hurting your leg when you take out Manny Dog. Yes, there was an episode of The Simpsons when that happened, wasn't it? He hid the Christmas tree, because he burnt down the Christmas tree and he hid it in the garden under the snow, and then the snow melted. He hasn't been out for walks for 3 days. Oh, poor Manny Dog. How are we doing? 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. Now, I'm just looking at some of these chrome, and I'm a little bit worried that it's dulling the chrome. So, that could be a problem. That could be a problem. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but it's gone a bit dull. I see what it's like when I've polished it up. Once it's polished, it shouldn't be too bad. Get the old polishing tool on it. What's happened to my tunes, man? They've all gone. Let's just, yeah, let's keep going round and round. There we go. Yeah, I think, like I say, it's the first time I've really used this chrome, and I'm gonna have to see what it's like once it's polished up. Once I've run the polishing tool over it, just to check it out, because I don't know what it's gonna be like. It might just mean I just have to like not coat it in any gloss coat. Just spray it, let it dry and leave it, because it might be hard enough as it is, and it might be shiny enough. It was pretty damn shiny when I done it, but yeah, it still looks good though. Still looks like the best chrome I've ever used, but it's dulled somewhat. So I'm going to be polishing that. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm busy Wednesday. Thursday, hungover. Friday, still busy. So Saturday, hungover. Sunday. I used to do model making on Wednesdays as well, but now, actually, no, I may be able to. I may be able to do a stream model making, so I may be able to do it tomorrow. It depends. It depends, because I'm up earlier. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days. 4 days model making. It's also the holiday week, yeah. That doesn't really bother me. It's not like I go to work or anything, so it doesn't really bother me. Doesn't bother me at all. So we're just waiting for that gloss to dry off. We've got 2 minutes left. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I mean I'm busy on Friday. Yep, games tomorrow. But between the time the family visit ends and it's games night, I got a nice period of time in there that I could do some model making. I could polish them up tomorrow. Polish the car. Because I've got to leave it like I've got to leave it about 24 hours to harden it up. So yeah, before wine night, yeah, before I do games night and then maybe drunken pirates. But Thursday, I think the most I'll be doing on Thursday is recovering from a hangover and then maybe a bit of Dragon Age. I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see. I'm going to do some of that later on. Do some Dragon Age this evening, but I've got to do a bit off camera as well. Right, it's oh, I hear the cats meowing. Cats are stuck in the bedroom, you see, but they can stay there. They'll be fine. They don't poop in the bedroom. Right, okay, let's get back to the bench. Paint setup, which is 9. See, cameras just aren't playing ball today. Wait, what the hell has happened to my music as well? What the hell? View. Oh, God. Music. There we go. Goddamn cameras. Oh, see, I'm not having a very good day today, Creamy, as you can tell. move all this around. Everything is... So I'm just muddling along as things go right now. Oh, thanks for the hearts and stuff. Those are hugs. Oh, they're hugs, are they? Oh, well, thanks for the hugs. Thanks for the hugs. Right, so I'm going to just mute my mic for a minute while I put my mask and everything back on. So I'll be right back.
Okay, so I'm back in my mask, and we're going to test to see if this is still spraying perfectly well. Of course, Scampers is in the bedroom having a head off. It's like, Cat, you're fine, you don't need to come out. What's happened here? This is way too far out. Okay, it's not dripping, it's good. Right, we're good. We are good. Right, let's just get the cart. I'll put it on a paint booth. Let's see how long that until that crashes on me. Paint booth camera. Right. Oh, she's shiny. Oh, it's crashed again. Oh, God damn it. Like, last 5 seconds. God, this bloody... I really need to stop. Right, there we go. Right. Is the car done? Yep, we're good there. Right, and I've still got some spray paint, some gloss in the tube, in the tub there. So what I'm thinking about doing is just doing another really heavy coat on the car. Give it a nice final coat on the bodywork. Oh, it's crashed again. Damn camera. Why it does that? I really just that particular camera too. And again it's crashed. Brilliant. But what day today? Seems to record for 5 minutes and then just decides, nope, no more. Alright, that's that. Faithful. Yep, we're still good. Still good, are we? Yeah, still good. Going through with this one. I know you want to come out scamp, she's scratching the door now. Can't go out, all the doors are open, dingus. We're still good? Oh, we're still good. Couple on gas. Right. I know, Scout, let me finish this and I can let you out. Ah. We're still good? Oh, we're still good. Right, okay. So that is all that done. Right, I'm going to take all this off. Let's pull that into here first. Alright, I'm going to take the mask off, so bear with me a second.
Right, what I think I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do a BRB and I'm going to shut the doors and let the cats out, because the last thing I want them is them peeing in my bedroom. So I shall be right back and let them out. Well, a seeming punishment for me locking them in the bedroom for that long was for them to try to trip me over. I opened the door to let them out, and they weren't even stood there. Actually, where are they? And then one of them jumps off the bed just as I'm about to move and just gets right underneath my feet. Where are you, scamp? Oh well, they'll come back. Oh, it's just like, right, I've got to trip him over now. I'm going to try and kill him. Right, so what I've got to do now is just clean my glasses off. So, because as much as I wear goggles, some of that stuff still gets underneath. So I'm going to clean the glasses off. And then you can see my face. I'm not letting you see my face glassesless. It's just gross. Right. Oh, that's much better. Right, where were we? The cameras are wonky today. There we go. Right, there we go. Right, so I'm also going to clean off the goggles because they are coated a little bit here. So what I thought I'd do is I'd put a real heavy coat, real wet coat on the car for the last coat. Just unwind it, just spray that shit. Nice wet coat. And then we will find somewhere nice and safe for it to dry, away from dust and kittens. Is that broken? No, it's not broken. I buy a whole bunch of these safety goggles. I got like 10 of them, because while I clean them after each use, over a period of time they do start to get kind of caked up, and it lasts a while, don't get me wrong, if you clean them, but eventually they start to get a bit wonky. Hello, kitten. No? She obviously doesn't want to come and see you guys. She's like, no, I'm not going to come and see your Twitch streamers. I'm not coming there. Whatever. Whatever, kittens. I don't care. No, that was Bumble Squat. That was Bumble Squat, not Scampy-Roo. Scampy-Roo is the one that was crying to be let out, but I can't find her. Whether she just escaped before I even noticed. Hello, Bumble. What's up? There's tuna out there for you. You didn't eat your tuna. Don't meow at me like that. You've got your food out there. You've got tuna, biscuits. What else you want? Ugh. Right, so let's grab a smoko. So, how long have we been going for? An hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 40 minutes. So, that's not too bad. Because at least I can get what I want to get done today. I hope. I hope. Are you looking for Scamp? What you doing? Oh, there she is. They're both out. Come here, Scamp. There she is. You saw her in the background there. There she is. My little kittens. Alright. So we got a couple of minutes yet. And it's going to be a very wet coat. And then I'm going to leave that for until tomorrow to dry. And if it's nice and hard tomorrow, I'll check before I start a stream, obviously. Am I putting coffee on it? On what? That's my coffee. It goes on a placemat. No, silly. With the gloss coat, I'm going to wind out the airbrush and really spray it. Oh. You're just trying to be funny, aren't you? Okay. You do try. We got a couple of other people in here as well, so hello. I think one of them's Gaia. I'm not sure, but he usually is watching with his wife somewhere along the line. They're probably wanting to see what's happening to the horse. So calm down, calm down. The horse is going to get there. We're going to get to the horse. But I need to do one more coat on the Mini, tidy all that away, clean the airbrush out, and then we'll get to the horse. I promise. We will get to the horse. Again. Don't smoke, kids. That went down the wrong way. Right, so we got 4 minutes. 4 minutes, and we'll put a nice wet coat on that car. And then I've got to work out where I'm going to put it to keep it nice and free of dust. Because everywhere is so full of stuff right now. I mean, look, I'll show you. Come on. So I've got my painting things that I need over here, all my paint stuff there. And this is where I'm going to be working on the horse. So, and cleaning the airbrush out. So I can't put it there. That's my main model bench. So I might have to just stuff it in the paint booth there. Put a lid on it and see what happens. So, oh great. Come on. Just in time to see a cat walk past. So, once we hit 18:05 my time, I'm going to go and make sure that the cats are all locked away. Which they do on their own. They come out, go to the toilet or have something to eat, and then they just wander back in and go back to sleep. See, there goes another one. Oh no, she's coming back out again. What you doing, scamp? Nope, being a pest. Pesty kitten. Hey, pesty kitten. No, she's having an adventure. Either that or I lock them in the kitchen and leave this door open. That should probably be a better idea. That'd be a better idea. So, oh no, they're going back into the bedroom. They don't stay long out, especially if I'm not paying them any attention. They'll go back into the bedroom and that'll be that. So yeah, in case you're wondering, this setup would, oh my god, I'm still doing it again. This would actually be essentially what would have been like the living room. But considering I don't like really own a TV, I spend most of my time in the computer room next door, which is a smaller like office room. I decided I don't need a living room. I don't need a TV and a couch. I will make a model bench. So this is what I have created. Oh, and thanks for click on that link and that will take you to my blog. So if you want to check out my blog, I've actually put in an extra page there for links. So there's links there now. I'm probably going to do a page there for wish lists as well, but I didn't get around to that yesterday. I just put the links page up. So still, I've got to do that. One more minute. And then I've got to set up to take some photos. Take some photos of the horse. Go to bed, Scamp. Go to bed. Not quite in shot. Can't direct the cats. They do what they want. Right. I am going to herd the cats. I'm going to put them back in the bedroom. They'll be alright in there. And so... and then I'll be right back, ready to do another coat.
Okay, I'm back and I'm ready to cook some crystal meth. Oh no, that's not what we're doing, is it? Oh, that's my other stream. Do that on Fridays. Yeah. Right. Right. Pencil. Okay. So we don't have much of this left. I'm going to try and use as much of it as I can. So what we're going to try and do is get a nice wet coat going. So let me just check. Okay. Oh, it's all sticky. It's all sticky. Oh, sticky. Oh, sticky. So this is going to be a proper clean of this brush when it comes to clean it. Right. 7. Payment booth. Yeah, there we go. Payment booth. Okay, let's get busy with the sticky. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Oh, you're not kidding me. There is a hair. Come on out, you bastard. There we go. I got it. Even covered up. It gets hair on it. It just sticks to it like a magnet. Right. Get a bit more out of it. Oh, god damn it, camera. Jesus. Had a bad day with our cameras today. Still not wet enough. Right. Pull it out a bit like that. Put it right out, see what happens. There we go. Okay. Still working? Yeah, camera's still going. Right, that should do it. Oh, right, that should do that. More coffee, yeah, I think it is more coffee time, right. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is put the car in here, underneath the, underneath my 3D printer lid, like so. Right, and we are good. It's now time to take this all off. Right, so take this all off.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is move some of these over, put them up here on the shelf. I'll put the horse down here. I want to put them up on the, I want to put them up on the shelf, out of the way of dust. I've got that there too. I'll put the horse at the front. Okay, so let's put the gas mask and the goggles away. Okay. Right, let's run some white spirits straight through this. And then I've got to take that brush apart and just clean the crap out of it. Oh, it's me. Yeah, it's me. What are you looking at? You mean, oh, it's me? Oh, it's Kari. What's going on? You took my mask off, yeah. Hey, I'm not entirely sure what you're trying to say there. Right. Alright, let's sit down, have a chat, and clean out this airbrush, shall we? Give it a proper clean. Main bench is 8. Oh, my back's starting to really pick up. Back is really starting to hurt. Oh, that's alright. We sat down in a minute. Right. I should get some more coffee first. You are right. I will be right back. Ah, I got some more coffee. And it's starting to get cold in here because I've got all the doors open. But that's alright. Just going to let the place aerate itself out. Right. Main bench. Oh, did I put all the cleaning stuff away? I did, didn't I? Ah, I did put all the cleaning stuff away back in my airbrush box. So I want the 0.5mm stuff. I want that. Cleaners. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So let's open this up. Oh, newspaper. Let's grab a bit of newspaper. Whenever anyone goes down the shop for me now, they bring up like a chunk full of newspaper. And I'm like, I've already got a shit. I don't know what to do with it. But newspaper's always going to be handy until I'm full of the damn stuff. Right, so I go. Right, first thing I'm going to do is clean out those 0.3 millimeter brushes, stuff, because they were caked in crap. And I don't want to lose these, because these are what's going back in the brush. Right, okay. Okay, I was just cleaning these out. So I was just cleaning out these little nozzle housings. There we go. That's that done. Right, now we can take the brush apart. Tissue. I go through so much tissue roll, it's unbelievable. Right, that's the 5mm needle. And that can go back in the 5mm packet. Right, now let's clean out the 3mm needle. Alright, wait. When I say 3mm, I mean 0.3mm. And when I say 5mm, I mean 0.5mm. The 5mm nozzle's what they spray actual cars with, isn't it? Right, that's that done. Right, now let's start taking this baby apart. All of this is sticky AF, so that will go in there. Come here, you. Ugh, god damn it. Ugh. Alright, let's try and clean this up. Gotta get rid of all of this sticky crap. It'll just gum up the airbrush ridiculously. Oh, it's all over my pliers, don't want that to be happening. 0.3, yeah, 3/10 of a millimeter. Yep, it's quite a small hole, and that's why this gunky, sticky. Oh, what the hell? Right, so that ring needs to be refit. What have we done here? Now I'm going to try and... No. Oh, crap. No. Okay, that's not coming off then. Alright, fair enough. I thought that end tip would come off, but now I've just scraped it. Okay, right, so let's just clean out these little, that bit doesn't, that's fine. Oh, it should be fine. But what we're going to do is I'm going to run a big brush through it, just in case. There we go. There we go. That's spring. That's good. Right. Now we take the small brush and just stuff that in there. God, it's so tight. Right, now we use these. What I'm doing is I'm just sucking up some of the cleaner into the pipette and then forcing it down this hole just to clean it. Like so. I thought that was worth a try at least. Any residue of this stuff will just gum up the airbrush. So this is a proper hardcore clean. Okay, right. Now I need to, where is the little spanner? Here it is. Here's the nozzle. Sometimes this is just as fiddly as the damn model making. Now this is kind of like a spike, and you stick the nozzle on it and just push it down and just scrape the insides out. And then just turn it around. Don't know if you can see that. It's got the nozzle on the end of it. And you just turn it, hold the nozzle and turn the spike, and it should just scrape out the insides. And it sure has. It's pulled out a load of gunk. I'm just going to dump that back in there and give it a good shake around. And do it again. Now this was the 5mm nozzle, so this needs to be put back into the 5mm tub. So now that that's clean, I should be able to see daylight down there. Yeah. So that goes in to the 5mm container. Boop. There we go. And that goes into the 5mm bag, or 0.5mm. Yeah, before I have people on me going, that's not actually what it is though, is it? It's 0.5mm. Yes, okay. It's just easier to say 5mm than it is to say 0.5mm. Right, so now we clean out the nozzle cap, which is easy enough. But this does need to be cleaned, the hole needs to be cleaned out properly, because the nozzle is what spits the paint out. So basically, when you pull the trigger, it pulls the needle back out of the nozzle, so it leaves the hole in the nozzle free. And that's where the paint essentially drips or runs out. But when you also pull the trigger, it also evacuates the air, and the air runs over the nozzle, pulling the paint with it. So this nozzle cap is slightly wider than the actual nozzle itself, so that the air comes out of the hole of the nozzle cap between the hole and the nozzle, and then it just pulls the paint with it, sucks the paint out through a low pressure. So you've got to make sure that hole's nice and clean and not gummed up, otherwise the air won't flow evenly around the nozzle, and then you're in all sorts of world of pain. Right, so that's the 5mm stuff done. Okay, so now I'm just going to squirt a load of this stuff down the barrel of the airbrush. Just squirt it down there to try and clean it out. Before I run a brush down it. Okay. I think a new thing will do. Right, now we're going to get one of these brushes, ladle that up, and stuff that down there and give it a wiggle. And then pull it out. Then we're going to put one of the big scrapey things down here. Right, okay, so now I need a thinner big scrapey thingy. I don't know what they're called, I really don't. Probably cleaning files, I guess. Right, now we're going to give another few strokes down here. Oh, see, you can't even see down there. Right, okay, so something's going on there. Something's gummed up in there. Why can't I see down there then? That's better. Oh, that was a bad idea. That was a terrible idea, putting my mouth on the end of that airbrush. God, fuck. Yeah, don't do that. Whew. That is nasty. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but this cleaning fluid that's coming out here, it's got a tinge of red to it, which means that there was still like a very small residue of red paint in the bottom of it. That implies to me that it's getting a really good clean. Yeah, there you are, you little bastard. That's what's coming up. Alright, there's still something in there. That's gumming up the works. Okay, so let's just pour that in there and see what happens. Okay. What are you? What are you? Yeah, got it. Right. Now, got in here a trigger, which usually gets nice and sticky when that stuff backfires on it, spits back on it, which it's bound to do. We just clean off that trigger in a nice and smooth line. There we go. Perfection. Ooh, I like perfection. Yep, good. Right, put that in there. I don't know what the names are for all these things, but I just know how they go together, and that's what is important in my book. Okay, now let's put the nozzle on, the 3mm or 0.3mm nozzle, because that's what we're going to be using for other stuff now. Just tighten that up. Okay, now I got a ring here that's come off of something, and I think it's come off of this, so I have to put that back on carefully. Oh, it nearly went on. Oh, come on, you little bugger. I know you can't see this on camera because it's so small, but this little rubber ring has come off. There we go. Perfect. And I have to put it back on. So that is now done. That now fits on there. Now we put the needle in. It should just go straight through it. Now pull it out and see if it's sticky. No, it's fine. Just needs to be seated in there just gently. Just boop. Gentle boop. Right. Now we grab the nozzle thingamajigger or whatever it is. It's a thingamajigger is what it is. Directs the spray. So, and that goes on the top like so. Then we get the little black holder. Put that on the back of the airbrush. Connect it up to the air. Come on, buddy. Right, and then we're just going to run some cleaner fluid through it. Some stuff that's got gunk in it, but run some cleaner through it. Now let's just see if it... Yeah, that sprays nicely. Just run some of that through it for a bit. Should be perfection then. So yeah, let's just bring this over here so you can see. Just pull it out just to check there's flow. Yep. Beautiful flow too. What did you just realize? What did you just realize? I could 3D print you a pipe. You are correct. I could indeed do that. Not that I'm going to. You should get your own 3D printer if you're going to print out pipes. Right, now I need to put all these chemicals into my little chemical filter. You're like, ooh. If you knew how to use CAD, you could totally use that to make all sorts of pipes, print them and sell them. You totally could do that. That would be freaking awesome. I'm just saying. Computer-aided design, CAD. If you could design your own, you could print your own out. Obviously, you can't print out other people's designs, but you could for sure print out your own. For sure. Use silicone? I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't believe so. That's going to be that's a tricky one to. That is true. That is very true. But although I believe that there's some resins that you can get are heat resistant. So you might want to, you could check out heat resistant resins. So obviously, yeah, you're right. You wouldn't want it to melt, would you? I'm not entirely sure whether my resins would be heat resistant or not, because it's just a standard resin. Oh, Jesus, that a sneeze come over me all of a sudden. Right. Ceramic? I don't know. I really don't know whether they would use. You'll have to do your own research there, but I reckon you could print out pipes out some way or another. As most of these are UV resins. The ones I use are UV resin, so I don't know enough about that to know whether you can make something you could look into, I guess. Right, let's just pour a little bit of this in there and dribble. Right, I've got to order some more of this because we are running low on Mr. Clean, Mr. Tool. Oh, I don't know. You have to look, see if you could get resin that you can put in printers that is that. I really wouldn't know, but I'm sure you could somewhere, but it's probably not going to be cheap. I'm not an expert. I don't know everything about 3D printers. I barely know about mine. Actually, I'm gonna just dump that. That was too far gone. Right. Right, let's put all my stuff away. Put it all away. Put it all away. All away. What's going on up here? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a chat. How long have I been on for? Right, so I could do the horse. What is the time? 5 to 7. Yeah, I do want to grind that horse down. So I'm going to have a cigarette first. Now you see how long it takes to actually apply these things to these models. Polycarbonate, evidently. Oh, okay. So yeah, you've seen how long it actually takes from start to finish to actually apply just a gloss coat. I mean, how long? I've been on here for like 2.5 hours. So you take away like 20 minutes or half an hour of that of just chatting, intro and whatnot. It's like 2 hours to apply 3 or 4 coats of gloss. That's a small one. You've got to take your time on it. That's why when I sit there and think, right, now it's time to come and paint the entire bodywork, or gloss it, I tend not to give myself too much of an idea of what I'm going to be able to do that day, because that takes up a majority of the time. I mean, I have it, like I said, I want to grind down the horse, and I know that's going to push me over the 3-hour mark for sure. So I know I want to do that so that I can then prime that up and get that ready, because I want to take a picture of that and put that on my blog at some point. But yeah, that takes a long time, and it doesn't really look as though you've done too much either. It's like, oh, now it's just shiny, you know. But these things take a long time. But that's why I can say that when I done my dad's Land Rover, I told him it took me 3 months to build, and he's like, what? 3 months? I'm like, yeah, it can take 3 months. No, I did not, because I haven't been using paint. Shut up. That's not paint. That's what is called age. That's what that is. Yeah, that's called age. So thanks for bringing that up. Maybe I should just spray paint. It looks good, honestly. Yeah, all right, if you say so. The hair's getting long. I need to get the clippers on it again. There was a time where I would, not so long ago actually, it's like before the pandemic, I was actually styling my hair. I'd go to a hairdresser to get it cut properly, you know, not expensively, but that knot colour, yeah. I'd get my hair cut in like a hairdresser, say, oh, what do you want? I said, oh, a bit of a French crop, please, because that's what I've always had, you know, brushed forward and kind of tied it up. And the more they done it, the more it started to look as though it was, you could tell it was thinning on top. And I was like, okay. And then the pandemic came around and I couldn't go out and get my hair cut. And it just started to grow and grow and grow. So I thought, screw it. I'm going to just go and get some clippers and just clipped it all off. I didn't go full grade 1. Because I look like Tom Hanks out of Philadelphia, apparently, if I do that. But I grind it down enough, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go old gracefully. Just shave my head. It's fine. No more styles, nothing. Just grape, you know, hairy grape. Bit of fuzzy felt on top. And that was that. And I thought, you know what? That actually doesn't look too bad. Yeah, you pay a lot of money for your hair, so you've told me, and I'm like, nah, I can't be doing that. I can't be doing that. Just a pair of clippers over the top looks all right. I have a nicely shaped head. Oh, well, thank you. Are you flirting with me? Why, Creamy Sweets, I do believe you're flirting. I don't care. It's just less hassle. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's right. But I just think it's less hassle. Just, oh, my hair's getting long. Done. Off you go. That's what I think it is. I'm no longer that young 20 to 30-year-old that used to spend ages styling his hair so it looked good on a night out. You know, I'm no longer that guy. Yeah, smart man. Yeah, smart man. I remember. It don't. I remember I went to Tony and Guy's once, and that's quite an up class, quite an expensive hair salon. And I'd never sort of been to one before, but we were going to this expensive works do up in London. So I thought, oh, I better get it cut properly, you know. It goes up there, and I was like, Jesus Christ! So this is where pretty girls come from. But nah, I don't bother with that no more. Those clippers have more than paid for themselves by now. More than paid for themselves. Right, I'm going to run around and shut all the doors because now that the air has circulated, it's getting cold in here. I think that's a good place to stop there, Creamy. I'm going to go run around and shut all the doors so that this place can warm up again, and turn the fans off and let the cats out. So I will be just open that bedroom door and it's nice and warm in there. It's like, it hasn't been yeah, the air hasn't been taken out of there. Boobs and weed will save the world. Yes. Boobs and well, just boobs for me. I don't really smoke weed. Anyway, moving on. Boobs and intelligence, I think, will save the world for me. Yes. Okay. What are we doing here? Right, okay. So now we've got the horsey. So I'm going to get the old grinders out. I'm going to get the grinders out, and I'm going to grind off all this stuff. Hey, horsey. It's a horsey. Clippity cloppity, clippity cloppity. Right, let's get down into the main bench, shall we? There she is. There's the main bench. Right, there's me horsey. Okay. Let's light up here. Okay, well, I'm going to put one of these on charge. Okay. Right, a toke of my smoke. Right, let me know if the music's too loud, or if you can hear the grinder too much, if it sounds like a dentist surgery. But we're going to be working on this now. Come on, horsey. Oh, this is awkward as hell. Probably, yeah. Right. Now I'm going to grab a bit of... Just be careful. Yeah, I'm fine. It's not that bad. I won't take my head off. You sound like my mum. Just be careful now. We don't want you to hurt yourself now, do we? No, Creamy. So what? Yeah, I really should. I have one here just for that reason. I have one here. I should. Right, and now I'm just going to use sandpaper now, just to see how... Right, that's not... Sticking it up a bit. Safety first, I guess. Yeah, right. Dust isn't flying up in my face right now. I'm sanding, so it's not too bad.
This is coming out real nice, actually. It's really filling that rest of that gap in. Oh yeah. Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh, that is. Oh, that's perfect. I couldn't have wished for better. Just looking at that. I don't know if it comes up on camera very well, but that is just so. Oh, there's a little knob there that needs to. Got to get rid of that little bit there. Oh, that has come up real well. Oh, that is really filled in that hole. Oh yes, that is real. That is real smooth. Now, obviously, I've now got to prime it. So what I'm going to do. Oh, I'm really pleased. I thought that was going to take longer than that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it under a tap. No, actually, while I'm here, see if we could take out this ridge in there in the print. Try and take out some of that because it goes around here. I noticed that the other day. And there's one there too. Right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to run it under the tap, try and clean off some of this dust, and then once that's done, I'm going to come back and prime it. Well, I'll dry it off first with the model dryer. And then we're going to prime it. Well, I've taken a picture of it first, so I could put it on my blog later, and then prime it. So I'm going to leave you with images of this while I go running out to the kitchen and run some water over it. So, un momento, por favor.
Right, that's that done. Right, now to get the model dryer out. There's my model dryer. Where did I put that? Where are you? Oh, here you are. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the mic off because this thing makes a racket. And I'm just going to show you the model bench, and I'm going to dry this off while I have a smoker. So hang on, which is the main model bench? Hey, I will get used to these numbers. So enjoy the music, enjoy the sights. Okay, I think that's nice and dry. wipe off the bench here. Oh, wrong tissue. This one. The heat has just warped my cutting mat, but that will snap back. That'll be fine. Okay, so the purpose of priming this is so that I can see if there's any contours that I'm missing, rather than being distracted by the color difference. So if it's all a uniform color, I'll be able to pick up contours and ridges a lot better. So I can then decide if I need to add any extra fill anywhere or anything like that. It's not a prime coat for paint, unless of course I've been really freaking lucky and filled in all the gaps just perfectly, but I somehow doubt that. So, but first of all, what I want to do is I want to take a couple of pictures for my model bench for the blog. So let's just put the model dryer away, and then, well, actually, if I, oh, hang on, there we go. So now you can see what I do when I make a photo. Let's put this away. Okay, so that's unfortunate. I've got this big sheet of white like card almost. Some foam board. I'll just use that as a background, really. And then we bring over the other light, and then go get the camera. Yeah, camera. Well, here you are. What's it doing? Right, that's that done. And I will upload that to my blog pretty soon. Put this camera away. Oh, sorry. Bumped my noggin. Okay, so again, this is just going to be Tamiya grey surface primer. Give it a good shake, and back onto the paint booth. Gloves, 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 gloves. This is quite a difficult one to get in there. Get all the areas to paint. I gotta be careful. Oh, it's hurt my finger. I've been doing that all day. Turn them around just a smidge. Come on. Front. Right, I'm going to leave that to dry. Well, he's not looking too bad. I'm going to leave you with that. Is that still on? Yep. So yeah, that's the first coat. Oh well. Okay. All right, Creamy. Right, so that's the first coat of him. I've got to leave that to dry. That gloss back a bit, like pull back a bit, and then I can have a look to see where I've messed up the fill, and whether just another coat of gloss, a primer will cover it, or whether it actually needs to be properly filled again. I've got some runs coming down on the back legs already. Bit too much paint on the back end. But things like that can easily be sanded away with some light, medium grit sandpaper. So it's not too bad, as long as the details hasn't been destroyed, which I don't believe they have. No. No, it's all still there. We're going to leave it at that. I'm going to come periodically back to it throughout the day. Just give it a couple of sprays over. I've got another can of prime in my drawers, so I will come back and give it another prime every so often. So by the time I get back to getting to it, then he should be fully primed, and I'll be able to see whether I've got any areas that need working on. But I'm pretty proud of that. I'm pretty proud of that. So yeah, we've done 3 things today. We've done a few things actually, if you really narrow it down. We've done the sprayed up the car, glossed the car. We've ground down the filler on the horse, taken a picture of the horse, and now we've primed the horse. So that's pretty much as far as that goes. So yeah, that's about it. Let's just head over to this one. Yeah. So I think that I'm going to leave it there today. We've been streaming for 3¼ hours, so that'll be enough for my model bench for today. It's 7:30. So just got to let things dry now and see how they turn out tomorrow. So I will have a look at that. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate everyone who comes to actually watch me. I know I haven't got like 2.3 thousand viewers, but I kind of like having the people that we do have, because I can see what's going on in chat as well. We can have a little conversation. If you get too many people viewing and chatting, the streamer just can't keep up with what's going on. And I know that the chat's supposed to be like a conversation between the people in the chat, not necessarily with the streamer, but I like to sort of try and engage. You've asked me questions and we've had conversations and stuff, and I like that. That's nice. So sure, a few more viewers, but I appreciate every single one of you. Again, thanks very much. I hope you've enjoyed what we've done today, and it just goes to show that even if a day starts out a bit wonky, just a bit of rest, a bit of chilling, don't rush, don't anger yourself, and you can turn it around. But the result of it we'll see the result of it tomorrow, whether that we actually did turn it around, whether that car actually ends up looking like pants. But we'll see. I don't expect it to. Again, thanks very much, and I am going to be heading off to do a bit of Dragon Age off camera, just armoring them up and putting some runes in weapons and stuff like that. And then later on, if you want to join me, I will hopefully be streaming a bit more later on. But until then, thank you very much. Really appreciate you stopping by. Thanks. Bye.